Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the easiest and most accurate way to measure your home's sitting and facing direction. And trust me, this could totally change how you understand your home's energy. Before we start, here's what we'll cover in this video. Why most people measure their home's directions the wrong way, and how to avoid that mistake. How to measure the sitting and facing directions for both standalone houses and apartments. If you live in an apartment, should the balcony be considered the facing direction? And finally, how to overlay a Bagua Map on your floor plan so you can start applying Feng Shui right away. In Feng Shui, your home's sitting and facing directions are the foundations for calculating your permanent lifestyle chart. Basically, your home's energetic DNA. Once you've got that chart right, you know exactly how to arrange your furniture based on your home's unique energy map, how to activate the lucky sectors and fix the unlucky ones, and how to design and decorate using supportive colors, shapes, and materials. But here's the thing, if you get the sitting and facing directions wrong, everything that follows will be wrong as well. And that means you could be activating the wrong sectors. But don't worry. After this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid that mistake. So if you're unsure about your home directions or want to double check your previous compass readings, this video is for you. Let's get started. So first, what you need is a compass or a compass app on your phone, your home floor plan, and a colorful digital Bagua map, which you can find in my Feng Shui book, link in the description below. Let's start with a standalone house. Then I'll show you how it works for apartments. So think of your house like a person. The face is where it looks out at the world. That's the facing direction. The back is where it sits and rests. That's the sitting direction. What if the door is on the side? Well, that doesn't mean the door is the facing direction. If the house faces a road or open space in front, that's considered the facing direction, even if the door is on the side. Please don't use Google Maps to measure your home's direction. That's because Google Maps shows true north, not magnetic north. In Feng Shui, we use magnetic north because Feng Shui is all about the energy that flows through your space. And that energy is deeply connected to the Earth's magnetic field. Okay, let me show you quickly. Using iPhone as an example, under compass settings, when true north is turned off, which is magnetic north, it shows 78 degrees east. But when it's enabled, it's 91 degrees east. That's a big difference. The magnetic north is based on the Earth's magnetic field, which is what we use in Feng Shui. While true north refers to geographic North Pole, it's often used for GPS navigation. If you're lost in the middle of the ocean, this is the north you'd want to know. Earth's magnetic field changes over time. That's why Feng Shui changes, the flying star changes, and I Ching is also known as the Book of Changes. When I work with clients online, I guide them step by step to take accurate compass directions, and then I verify their readings using magnetic satellite tools to ensure precision. Now, I'll show you how to measure your home's sitting and facing directions with your phone. Let's go. First, you need to step outside the front door. Don't measure directions while you're inside. Stand about 2 to 3 meters away from the front door, directly in line with it. Make sure you remove any metal objects nearby because they can mess up with your compass readings. Okay, now hold your compass flat and steady, parallel to the ground. Face toward the front door. The direction that's showing on your compass now is your home's sitting direction. That's more accurate because I can use the door as a solid reference point. Let's say if your door is slightly tilted, you can always adjust your position accordingly. Let's overlay the Bagua map on your floor plan. First, here's a floor plan, and let's say the facing direction of the house is 267 west, and the sitting direction is 87 degrees east. An arrow represents the facing direction. Now find the center point of the floor plan. From the midpoint, draw a straight vertical line top to bottom. This will help you to align the Bagua map correctly. Now place the digital Bagua map so the center aligns with the midpoint of the house. You'll see the compass reading marked around the Bagua map. Rotate the Bagua Map until you see 267 degrees aligns with the vertical line of the facing direction, and the opposite side, 87 degrees, aligns with the sitting direction. Now, use a different color to trace the red lines of the Bagua Map. Remove the Bagua Map, then label the directions. We already know facing and sitting direction. Using that as a reference, label the rest. You can also divide it into 9 square sectors. Now you can see which part of the house falls in which sector. Now let's talk about condos and apartments. Unlike houses, finding the facing direction in apartments isn't always straightforward. It depends on where the primary qi enters the space. You'll need to determine the facing direction based on the building's design and its surrounding environment. But here's the general rule of thumb. If the building has a clear main entrance and a closed-off lobby, primary qi enters through the main entrance and flows through shared areas like hallways, stairwells, or elevators before reaching your unit. In this case, you can use the building's main entrance as your facing direction. But if the building is an open concept with no obvious main entrance, such as outdoor corridors or direct unit access, in this case, you can use your unit's front door as the facing direction. However, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. You also need to assess where the main road is located, whether the building's entrance is blocked or exposed, what's the shape, layout, and positioning of the building itself. Many assume that balcony is the facing direction for apartments because that's where most of the sunlight comes in. That's understandable. But in most cases, we shouldn't use the balcony as the facing direction. So what if there are 2 balconies? And what if there are no balconies? First, we need to know what is qi and where it comes from. In Feng Shui, there's a famous saying, heaven's light descends, earth's energy rises. We all live between heaven and earth, and we are influenced by 2 main forces. The sky above, which brings sunlight, air, wind, and other weather patterns, and the ground below, which is solid, gives us stability and support. The qi that comes from the balcony is known as hollow qi, 虚qi. As humans, we live on solid ground. So when we talk about how qi enters a home, the front entrance is the gateway where human beings connect to the earth energy, 地气. So no matter how high your apartment is, whether you're on the 5th floor or 35th floor, or how far you travel, you must enter your home through the door. So what comes in through the door is earth qi, which is solid and grounded. Very few people would enter through the balcony, right? So, even if your balcony feels like the front of the apartment, in Feng Shui terms, it's not where solid qi enters, it's where qi dissipates. Otherwise, you'd be flipping yin and yang, treating the hollow as solid and solid as hollow. I absolutely agree that Feng Shui should be modernized in many ways, but when it comes to nature's order, I wouldn't go against it. After all, Feng Shui is about working with nature, not trying to override it. Thank you everyone for watching my video. If you liked my video, please like, comment, and share. See you next time.